The Indian Constitution, being the longest written constitution in the world, is pestered by many loopholes. So, in this video, we'll be talking about 10 weird laws which are there in Indian culture. Number 1. Unsuccessful suicide is illegal. Section 309 of the Penal Code makes sure that you are punished if you don't die while committing suicide. The law states that a successful suicide is legal, but failure to succeed might land you in jail. This is based on the notion that if the person dies, the matter dies with him or her. But if they survive, they will be answerable and punishable for their action. Number 2. Women are not adulterer. Section 497 prohibits adultery. One cannot engage in sexual relationship with a married woman without the consent of her husband. The offender may be punished with 5 years of jail or charged with fine or both. However, what's interesting here is that the law only punishes the man who is performing adultery. The woman is charged with nothing. Number 3. Long legs to be a pilot. I know it might sound funny to you, but it is a law in India. According to Aircraft Act 1934, this is the most ridiculous law which is prevailing in India. This says that one need to have long legs to be eligible to be a pilot. Of course, intelligence and capability are secondary requirements, but all the aspirants for the post better have long legs. Isn't it weird? Number 4. Indian Telegraph Act. One of the most outdated Indian laws is the Indian Telegraph Act, which holds no importance in the present generation. This law was introduced in 1885 to permit the British to control India by tapping telegraphy across the nation and beyond to prevent revolts. At present, we are neither being ruled by the British nor do people use telegraphy. The law lost all its importance with the arrival of televisions and internet long time back. Number 5. Aircraft Act 1934. Some of our fondest childhood memories are of flying kites, especially around 15th of August. But as unusual as it sounds, you may end up in jail for flying kites. As per the Indian Aircraft Act, a person can be prisoner for 2 years or can be charged a fine up to Rs 10 lakh if he or she flies an aircraft in such a way that it causes danger to any person or property on land, water or in the air. Aircraft here means balloon, glider, flying machine and ironically kites. So with this interpretation, it would be illegal to fly balloons and kites without government clearance in India. Does it make any sense? Number 6. Legal drinking age. The alcohol laws in India are very confusing. In some states of India, the legal age of drinking is 25 years, while in others it is 18. However, the law in major regions such as Delhi and Haryana says that one can only drink when one is 25 years of age. It is strange how one is allowed to get married at the age of 18 but cannot drink until he is or she is 25. Isn't it strange? Number 7. Public display of affection is illegal. The Indian Penal Code prohibits vulgar acts in public. You can't say, sing or do anything gross out in the open. It is not clearly defined what are the things or acts that can amount to vulgarity. So next time you are out and are in public with your lover or spouse and feel the need to express your love, keep it to a handshake, please. Also, don't you think we should have such strict law against peeing publicly also? Because if showing affection in public is illegal, then peeing in public should be illegal. Number 8. Wants to be a motor vehicle inspector? Should have good teeth. It might sound funny to you, but it is what it is. You must be confused with what has teeth to do with the job. But in Andhra Pradesh, you can only be recruited for a job if you have good teeth. So if you are considering for this job, kindly take this into consideration that you have good teeth. Then only you apply for this job. Number 9. Found 10 rupees on road? Reported to the government. As per the Indian Treasure Trove Act, If anybody discovers anything of value which is exceeding rupees 10, which is hidden under soil or found on road, needs to report it to the government immediately. If one fails to report, he or she will be liable to punishment. The law was strongly opposed by professional treasure hunters because the law says that all the findings of treasure hunters will be belonging to the government, which was not acceptable to professional treasure hunters. Last but not the least, number 10, regulations on dancing. While it would be crazy for dancing to be illegal, it probably would not be surprising on a list like this. However, that's not the case. You are welcome to hit the dance floor as long as 10 couples are there. Only 10 couples can be dancing at once. On top of that, an event with these many dancers require permission from the Commissioner of Police or District Magistrate 3 days before it occurs. So next time if you're planning event like this, take permission from the Commissioner of Police or District Magistrate before the event. If you really like this video, kindly like, share and subscribe and press the bell icon so that next time any video will be uploaded and you will be notified first. Thanks for watching.